Hi, my name is Gary Chavez, and this is Dyson Sphere Program. I'm at the end stages of building my Dyson Sphere here, and I got some questions about my setup, so I decided to make a video to show what I've done. Off in the distance, of course, is my Dyson Sphere. It's kind of a soccer ball configuration with pentagon and hexagon shaped shell pieces. I'm about 90% done with the structural elements. I calculate it'll take another 10 or so hours to complete. I'm about 50% done with the shell elements. I'm calculating it will take another 40 hours to complete, which is a little too long for me. So the next step is to step up solar cell production and deployment. I'm standing on the northern pole of my launch planet. In my setup, each planet has a specific function. There's one planet for energy production, another for ore processing, another for component manufacture, and so on. So let me give you a tour. The closest planet to the star is my energy production planet. I'm using a combination of solar and geothermal power to charge batteries. And I'm starting to add ray receivers. Then I'm sending these batteries to each planet and using energy exchangers to provide power to each planet. So essentially, this planet provides power generation for the whole system. I think I may have a couple of stray mini fusion and thermal power plants lying around, but I'd say this planet is providing at least 95% of the power for the whole system. I really like this battery and energy exchanger setup since it is basically self-regulating. The system basically adapts to the ups and downs of the power needs. My original idea was to just have all power generation on this planet then distributed. I figured at some point I was going to create and fuel an artificial sun on this planet, but that hasn't really been necessary to this point. The solar and geothermal power seem adequate for the whole system. We can check this logistics station here to get a sense of how well this planet is supplying power. So I have a good surplus of charged batteries waiting for pickup, and I have a steady stream of incoming empty batteries. So that's my energy production planet. Let's see the next one. This is my processing planet. All the raw ore mined from the system comes in the logistics stations at the North Pole, delivered to smelters and processed into ingots. Then the ingots are distributed by the logistics stations at the South Pole. I have a ton of storage here. It makes it easier to judge if my consumption is greater than my production. The northern hemisphere is dedicated to processing ore, but the southern hemisphere is manufacturing infrastructure components like belts, assemblers, sorters, chemical plants, etc. So this is basically my shopping mall. Okay, on to the next planet. This is my complex production planet. Some items can't be made from a simple line of assemblers. They tend to use up space inefficiently. I call that complex production. This planet is reserved for those types of components. This is where I make things like graphene and deuterium. So this facility is taking fire ice from the nearby gas giant and making graphene. And this facility is totally dedicated to gathering hydrogen from a couple of sources and making deuterium. It even has its own dedicated logistics stations for that. On to the next planet. On this planet, I'm making all the Dyson Sphere components, basically solar sails and rockets. The ingots are coming from my processing planet. There is some parallel manufacturing going on here. Both my processing planet and this planet are making things like gears and electric motors. I suppose I could just manufacture those things on one planet and distribute them. I just figured it would be less complicated on the logistics to just be distributing the ingots rather than ingots and components. So once the Dyson Sphere components are made, they are delivered to my launching planet. So here we are back on my launching planet. Let me show you the whole system. I love how the whole system is just a beehive of logistics drones, solar sails, and rockets. That's it. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to put them in the comments. If anyone wants to show their in-game setup, I'd love to see that too. Alright, good luck everyone. Thanks for watching.